Students, now we are going to start your third quantitative test for carbohydrate, and this test we are going to do to differentiate between monosaccharide and disaccharide. So here we are using Barfoed reagent and the test is known as Barfoed test. So in this case, first of all, we should take 2 ml of Barfoed reagent in the test tube. So here we are taking 2 ml of Barfoed test in two different clean test tubes. As we are doing this test to identify monosaccharide and disaccharide, now in this case you can see both of these are showing same color because the reagent is same. Now it should be kept under hot condition because this reaction will start when you will have a hot condition. Under hot condition, by controlling the heat and pH, we can differentiate between monosaccharide and disaccharide. So now we have kept it for heating, and after heating we will add 2 ml of monosaccharide and disaccharide. So in case of monosaccharide we are going to add glucose, and in case of disaccharide we are going to add sucrose. So what type of reaction it does? So similar as in case of Bendix solution, we have seen that there will be reduction of cupric to cuprous. So here in this case also it will reduce, but in this case it is going to precipitate. In earlier case, in case of Bendix test, there was no precipitation, but here you will see that there will be a brick red precipitation if it is monosaccharide, and if there is disaccharide there won't be any brick red precipitation, and the color of Bendix solution, Barfoed reagent, it will remain same. So now we are already it is heated. So now we are going to add one by one. So we are adding 2 ml of glucose solution in the hot Barfoed reagent. So we have added 2 ml of glucose solution, that is a monosaccharide, in the hot Barfoed reagent, and then again we are adding disaccharide, that is sucrose, in the hot Barfoed reagent. And again we are keeping it for further heating. So let it heat for some time. Now again we have shifted it for speeding of the reaction into another boiled water. Here you can see if the reaction is started. So still it will take some time. All these quantitative tests, these tests are very important when we have to identify in the given sample, either it is plant sample, it is food sample, it is blood sample, or any other animal sample. So if we have to identify whether it is monosaccharide or disaccharide, we should go for Barfoed test. If we have to identify whether it is reducing sugar or non-reducing sugar, then you should go for Vendic test. And similarly, if you have to identify whether it is your given sample has carbohydrate or it has non-carbohydrate, then definitely you should go for Molish test. So it will take some time. Now the reaction has already initiated. If you can see, reaction has already initiated, but still the precipitation it has started taking place at the wall of the test tube. And once again we are going to shift it in another hot boiled water so that further the reaction can speed up. Already the precipitation has started taking place, but still for clear visibility, if you can come closer, you can show at the bottom that this side, in this test tube, you can see at the bottom there is some red color precipitation, and that is known as brick red precipitate. In the another one, into this one, you can see there is no brick red precipitation. Now the reaction is almost over, so we can see. Now here you can see. Now you can see that here there is brick red precipitation at the bottom of this test tube. It confirms that there is monosaccharide, and in the another test tube you can see there is no change in the color. So if there is no change in the color, it means there is disaccharide. So this brick red precipitation, it confirms presence of monosaccharide, and here we have taken glucose as an example. So it was all about your Barfoed test, and this test we are doing to identify or to differentiate between monosaccharide and disaccharide.